Alex Marquez. He exits the final corner in his debut race. It's going to be a debut win for the Moto2 World Champion. He starts life in MotoGP with victory here at Mugello in the first ever #StayAtHome GP.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't expect to win, honestly, because Maverick, Fabio and Pecco were 1 second or half per lap faster than me, but I know that my target was not crash. This was the main target for me. I trained a little bit before the race to be constant, more than make a really fast lap. So yeah, work it. So this is fine, I'm happy.
As you say, before the first ever virtual Grand Prix could get underway, the grid had to be set in a fairly frantic 5 minutes of qualifying, in which the eventual race winner didn't really show his full potential. In a scene we've become quite accustomed to now in MotoGP, it was French sensation Fabio Quartararo who stormed to pole position thanks to his 1:44.1 with his final lap of the session. The Petronas Yamaha SRT man edged over a quarter of a second clear of another of the pre-race favourites in Pramac Racing's Pecco Bagnaia. The Italian had plenty of pressure on his shoulders, being the only Italian and Ducati on the grid at Mugello, but he seemed like he was handling it just fine. Meanwhile, Alex Marquez found a late lap to put himself at the front of row 2 of the grid, but all eyes were solely focused on El Diablo Fabio Quartararo after he took his first pole of 2020 in the #StayAtHome GP.
Normally I'm a rider that I always find the limit, but today I know that was the key, to not crash, because with this game it's really easy with the curbs to make a mistake and to crash. We saw it that the crash of Pecco was on the curbs, so yeah, they give it me a little bit me advices, and yeah, my friend said don't touch the curbs, so I didn't touch.
The historic first virtual MotoGP race got underway in incredible fashion, and 4 riders all stormed into the opening corner of Mugello, fighting for position and the lead. From the outside of the front row of the grid, it was Maverick Vinales who had the early edge, but Paulman Quartararo and Alex Marquez were harder on the brakes. However, Quartararo pushed too hard and took the front, taking out his factory Yamaha teammate for next year in the process. It allowed Marquez and Bagnaia to escape at the front, with the pair quickly going to battle, swapping paint at every opportunity in a fierce fight for the first bragging rights of 2020. Behind them, chaos would continue to ensue at turn 1, with the Suzuki pair of Joan Mir and Alex Rins coming together, plus Quartararo crashed out again. However, the Frenchman then had his third crash when Aleix Espargaro T-boned him. In the fight for the final podium place, Maverick Vinales thought he'd thrown away any chances of a top 3 finish after a crash of his own, but his hopes were reignited when Marc Marquez crashed out as well just seconds later, allowing Vinales to swoop through and take third. Quartararo was starting to make progress back through the field, eventually fighting back to 4th place. However, the only man to stay on 2 wheels for the entirety of the 6 laps was Alex Marquez. He broke clear of Bagnaia after the Italian crashed out, and the MotoGP rookie was able to hold his nerve to take the checkered flag, and with it a small piece of history by becoming the first ever winner of a virtual MotoGP race. Thank you very much for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.